Hey guys, so we had put in the MrBrandonAnnette fan club today that we wanted to see an EDC pocket dump video, and I want to share with you my EDC. Really quick, I break my EDC into two categories. I have both the defensive EDC and I also have standard utility EDC that I carry every day, and I want to break that up and show you what those are. Now, I'm going to start with the utility EDC because it's actually the biggest part of my EDC. First thing I have is I do have a wallet. Carry just a full leather wallet. In that wallet, I have your random wallet crap, money, credit cards, driver's license, all that stuff. But one thing I tuck in my wallet is I do have a ferro rod tucked down inside of my wallet and a bobby pin. Both have quite a few uses that you can use them for. No, the bobby pin's not for lock picking or picking locks. The bobby pin is something that's used more for first aid type things. If you get a blister, or not a blister, but a splinter or something of that nature, there's nothing better to lift a splinter out with or to push a splinter out with than a bobby pin. It works very well. The second part of my EDC utility that I carry is I carry a couple of writing implements. Number one, I carry just a standard Signio ballpoint pen in my pocket. Just, if I have to sign paper, sign checks, whatever it may be, this would be the pen I would use. The second thing I use is more for a utility purpose than anything else, and that is a Sharpie marker. Strictly because a Sharpie marker can write on a variety of surfaces, whereas a ballpoint pen cannot write on some of those types of surfaces. Another thing I carry, which I think just about every American carries nowadays, is I do have a cell phone and an OtterBox iPhone that I carry every day. Another thing a lot of people overlook, I think is very important, is I wear a wristwatch as well. Very useful in timing the sun. You can use it in navigation. There's a lot of different things that you can do with a actual wristwatch. This one is a Casio wristwatch that my mom got me for my birthday a few years ago. Moving on in that, of course, I do carry my key to my automobile, my van. In the utility EDC, I also include, I do have a gentleman's folder knife. Now, this is the knife that I use for small tasks every day. If I need to cut a thread or I need to, have a hangnail or something, this is the knife I would take to do that with. If I was going to pull a knife out and whittle or something like that, this is the knife I would use for that. And I tuck that in my pocket. It goes everywhere with me. Another thing I carry is I have this tool. These are discontinued. This is one of the best micro tools that I've ever seen. I know guys like the Leatherman Squirt and like some of those other tools. This one is actually called an M4 Saber tool. And it's actually made to go on a key ring, but it had a case that went around it originally. This thing's 17, 18 years old, and the case is long gone. Wore it out off of it. But this little tool has just a small screwdriver that actually works very well. It has a flathead screwdriver, bottle opener, little pliers, little wire cutters, little tweezers, a little file. But bottom line, this tool has been well worth its weight in gold, and I do carry it every single day. Now moving on, that is the everyday EDC, and I'm going to move on to my defensive EDC. The first part of my defensive EDC is I do carry a flashlight. Now, this is a very cheap flashlight. Not breaking the bank. It's a Tasco 3-mode, standard, medium, and the vomit light. So we do carry that for the purpose of, if we need to illuminate for defensive purposes, or if I need to bash somebody in the face with that bezel, I can use that as a striking weapon as well. That is the first stage of my EDC carry for defense. My second defensive tool that I carry is the Benchmade Adamas folding knife. This is a knife that was designed for the United States Airborne, and it is a folding knife that you will see a lot of airborne troopers carrying. Very good knife. I won't go into a lot of details about it. It's made by Benchmade. The name of the model is the Adamas. Look it up. Tons of reviews, tons of videos on YouTube about this knife. Now, secondly, on that leather belt, I do wear a leather belt every single day. And on my leather belt, every day, in the most part, I have a fixed blade knife because of the things that I get out and do and the places I go. I carry the fixed blade for the utility reasons. And the fixed blade I carry is a custom fixed blade that's made by a company called STA. But one of the key factors I'll throw in here is I do have this sheath that's made by a company called Two Drunk Celts. Two Drunk Celts Leatherwork. You can see on the back that their stamp is right there. That may be reversed because I think I've got this on the mirror camera. But you'll see it's got like a little cufflink snap on the side there. Very high quality sheath. Definitely look those guys up. But the knife I carry is made by a gentleman by the name of Spencer Applin, and it is an STA custom. This knife is razor sharp. In fact, the knife is so sharp that I cut myself with it not that long ago, and I never actually even felt the cut until I saw the blood running down my hand. The knife is razor sharp, and it will do a variety of tasks and a variety of heavy work. But I highly recommend, if you can get away with carrying a fixed blade knife where you live, carry a fixed blade knife every day of some sort. The last thing that I carry is something that I feel like every American should carry, that is legally able to and able-bodied enough to, is I believe you should carry. Now, I won't go into caliber that you should carry or anything like that. That's all up to you. But I believe every American should carry a handgun. Something that I have on my person every day. If you come find us, I do carry a handgun. And yes,